everyone, Karen here from tuppencecolor.co.uk. Thank you for joining me for today's Tuppeny technique. Today I'm showing you how I got this stamp method onto this coaster. So if you stick with me, I'll show you how I did it. So for the purposes of the demonstration, I'm going to be using this, which is a Slate coaster, which I bought from the supermarket, and they were £5 for a pack of 4. So I've also got a image which I've stamped out onto tissue paper. Now this is the kind of tissue paper that you wrap things in. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just ordinary white tissue paper. On this you could use a colour, because it's basically not going to show, but white is what I had. I've also got my magic ingredient, which is my Pledge multi-surface wax, which is basically, it's an acrylic floor polish, and it dries clear. It used to be known as clear, and I'm just going to put some of it into a pot here. I know it looks milky going on, but it does dry, as it says on the tin, clear. Ahead of time I stamped my image, which is from the Feel Goods set by Stampin' Up. I stamped it in White Stays On. I did try doing this with Whisper White and heat setting it. It still ran. So Stays On is what I am recommending. I chose did a few of these ahead of time. I chose a sentiment for this one, but you could use an image instead. That would be nice, or anything you want to really. It just needs to be something that will look good on a, fairly bold and on a bold background. But you know what? Entirely up to you. You do whatever makes you happy. So first decision is which way around do I want this. So there's a chip out of this this particular coaster. Oh, and I've put a craft mat down to protect my surface. So do I want it at the top, the side? No, I think I like it that way. As I said, you get 4 of these in a pack quite inexpensively, so you could either leave them as coasters and give the set of 4, wrap them up nicely to somebody for a gift, or you could attach a bit of twine or something on the back and make them into a wall hanging, which is what I did with one set. If you do that, you want to use an adhesive with a bit of authority, so because otherwise it will see, I can't craft and talk at the same time. Otherwise it will come off. I found hot glue looked pretty good, but when you gave it a good tug, it did actually come away. So the ones that I attached a twine to, I actually used an epoxy putty. I used Milliput. I'm sure other epoxy putties are available, and I would imagine that epoxy glue would work as well, something like an Araldite or something like that. So all I'm doing is I'm just painting over the top of my transfer and my tile with the clear wax, and that's all there is to it. Now this stuff is actually quite tough. I did cut round quite close to the I'm going a bit generous with the wax there. I did cut around quite close to the edge of the stamping. I could have, if it had been an entirely even surface, I could have left it as big as the entire side, but you know what, you get more images and therefore more bits of more coasters if you cut around close to the edge. And that's all there is to it. I'm just going to leave that to dry now, and that in about 20 minutes that'll be dry, and then I'll come back and show you. And here's the finished article, and as you can see, I think it looks pretty effective. Now the Pledge multi-surface wax is very, very strong. It's designed to be walked on. It's an acrylic it's an acrylic sealer basically. So you could use these as coasters without any problems at all. I wouldn't recommend putting them in the dishwasher, but you could certainly wipe them. There was one that I made earlier that I didn't get the I didn't get the tissue paper lined up straight, and I took it to try and take the tissue off, and it took me quite a bit of scrubbing with a, with a proper scrubby pad. So they are quite robust. The first batch that I made, I actually attached twine loops to the back of them with Milliput, and they went into the charity fair as wall hangings, so you could certainly use it as a home decor piece. So I hope you give this a go. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you want to know more about me, or to shop with me, or to know more about Stampin' Up, then by all means do visit my blog. There's a link at the bottom of this video. See you again soon. Bye bye.